Oh, hello. It's Miss Mack. Pleasure to yoga with you. Do you know where we are today? We've been to the garden. We've been to the forest. I liked both a lot. Big fan. But today, as you can see, we are at the zoo. Have you ever been to the zoo? I love our zoo here in Chicago. I think Lincoln Park Zoo is wonderful, most especially the seals. Let's pretend that it is windy. Here in the Windy City, we are at the zoo. It's a breezy, beautiful day. Make some wind with me, please. Let's do that again. Breathe in. Oh, and we're at the bear exhibit. Here we are at the bear exhibit. Yes, hello, bears. And they were just waking up. They're a little lazy. They sleep a lot. Let's be bears waking up. We breathe in through our nose, and then we breathe out a yawn as we swipe our claws. Don't be too frightening with your claws. Here we go. I think I can do a bigger yawn than that. What do you think? Let's do one more breath. We're going to see if we can make our bear yawn a little spicier. Ready? Yeah, hello, bear. Hello. That was a little more satisfying. You know where I want to go? To the petting zoo. Come to the petting zoo with me. It's over here in this part. Stand up tall in your self space. And do a safety check. Are you gonna trip on anything? I don't have a rug to trip on. Are you gonna bump into anything? I'm far away from the furniture. I'm not gonna bump into it. I'm safe. Are you? Outstanding. Okay, here we are at the petting zoo, and it has sheep. What is your personal opinion on sheep? If you like them, give me a thumbs up. If you do not like sheep, give me a thumbs down. What do you think? Miss Mack thinks that sheep have no boundaries. I think that they're thumbs down, but you can have whatever opinion you want. There's also cows here at the petting zoo where we are currently. I'd like your opinion on them as well. If you like cows, give me a thumbs up. If you do not like cows, if you're not a fan, give me a thumbs down. I am a big fan of cows. Love them. Big fan. You can have whatever opinion you want. Stand up tall in Tadasana in mountain pose. So my feet stay on the floor, my fingers are reaching down, and I am going to do a chant. And when you hear the month you were born, when you hear your birthday month, your job is to jump up high. Otherwise, you are standing steady in mountain pose, and you are clapping when I clap. Let's try it. Sheep in the meadow, cows in the corn. Here we go. Sheep in the meadow, cows in the corn, jump on the month when you were born. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, in November, December. No matter how many times I do, I still get excited for my birthday month. I think it's thrilling to jump up on August. How did you do? Was that, I bet you did a really good job. I bet it was easy peasy lemon squeezy for you. So I think we should make it a little bit more difficult and do it in chair pose. Check out this comfy cozy chair that I found here at the petting zoo. Let's all sit in comfy cozy chairs and say the Sanskrit word for chair pose, Utkatasana. It's so much fun. We have to say it again. You say Utkatasana. Beautiful. Same rhyme, a little faster. You got to stay in chair pose until you hear your birthday month. I'm jumping on August because I'm an August birthday. Here we go. Here we go. You can do it. Bend those knees. A little faster. Sheep in the meadow, cows in the corn, jump on the month when you were born. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. How'd that go? Good? Okay. All right, we're gonna do one time, kind of turbo speed, in tree pose, Vrikshasana, because as you can see, the petting zoo is surrounded by such beautiful and also cute trees. Let's be trees, my pals. Vrikshasana. We're gonna go pretty fast, but I bet you'll be fine. Oh, my tree is wobbly, it needs roots. All right, I grew some roots, there we go. Sheep in the meadow, cows in the corn, jump on the month when you were born. January, February, March, April, June, May is next, Miss Mack. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Pretty fast, huh? Beautiful. Let's calm ourselves down by shaking out our feet. Get those wiggles out of your feet. Goodbye, wiggles. Well, we'll see you later. We're not done with you. Get your wiggles out of your knees. Goodbye, wiggles. And make sure you get both knees. That's important. Get your wiggles out of your fingers. Goodbye, wiggles. Come back another time. Get your wiggles out of your elbows. And of great importance, get your wiggles out of your head. Out of here. Okay, I feel a little more focused. Everybody touch the sky one time. Touch toes one time. Okay, it felt so good. I think we need to do one more. Touch of the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Touch of the toes, Uttanasana. We're leaving the petting zoo. March, pick up those knees. Well, you can't just stand there if you're leaving the zoo. You gotta, leaving the petting zoo, of course, not leaving the whole zoo. And march with me, so that we can meet. I don't know if you're ready for our first guest. I mean, this is an illustrious guest. Do you know what illustrious means? It means like very fancy or very important. You say that word, illustrious. Are you ready, guest? Okay, he's ready. This is Paul Capybara. Capybaras are kind of like cousins of a whole group of animals called rodents. Are there any rodents that you can think of? Any rodents that you already know? If you said mouse, rat, hamster, guinea pig, gerbil, you were right. Those are examples of rodents. And capybaras are the biggest rodents in the world. And one of my students, a little bit older than you, made Paul Capybara this incredibly fashionable bracelet, which he wants to make sure you see. So let's try capybara pose, Virasana. So put your knees on the floor, be folded up. And I noticed that Paul sits kind of forward. He has his front paws on the floor. And I have short little arms, so that's a little tricky for me, but I do my best. And I try to stay very folded up, so I try to keep my legs all squished together here in capybara pose. And it looks like Paul is really looking around, looks like he's very curious, so I try to keep my head up. What's that? Oh, Paul says he's very curious, so he always looks all around his surroundings to check out what's up, what's going on. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Excuse me? Oh, Paul says that he would like you to meet another illustrious guest. So, Paul has always lived here at the zoo. He was born here. However, his grandparents lived in South America, maybe in Peru or Argentina. All right, we're ready for our next illustrious guest, says Paul Capybara. Do you know what this is? My kids pretty much always say squirrel or chipmunk, and those are very good guesses. That makes a lot of sense. This, however, is a chinchilla. Give me a thumbs up if you've ever heard of chinchillas. Here in the US, they are a relatively common pet. A fair amount of people have these in their houses. And in the wild, of course, this chinchilla lives in the zoo. They find dirt to roll in, and that's where they take baths. They roll around in dust baths, and it actually doesn't make them dirtier. It actually hydrates and cleans their fur, which I think is kind of funny. They have to get dustier in order to stay clean. And at the zoo, a zookeeper would provide dust for them to roll in. You want to try chinchilla pose? And oh, and of course, here is another fashion bracelet made by one of my students. Very amazing. Let us be chinchillas. Chinchillas are so little, but they have big bushy tails, and they're very alert and friendly, and they're kind of playful. They're a little bit like, you know how squirrels will just kind of talk to you? If you're just walking around, a squirrel will just kind of yell at you. Chinchillas are similar. They're not terribly afraid of people. Good. Chinchillas, shake your bushy tail. And chinchillas love to run around and play. Let's pretend we are running on our chinchilla wheel. Let's pretend we are going very fast. And I'm a tired chinchilla, so I'm gonna run slowly on my chinchilla wheel. And staying in chinchilla pose, malasana, I go to sleep. Good night, chinchillas. If you wanna make a snoring sound, you can. Chinchillas, wake up and stretch your bodies. If you want to, you can shake your bushy tail and say malasana. Good. It means garland pose, but we are pretending that it means chinchilla pose. So here at this amazing zoo, we have met a capybara, and we have met a chinchilla. Next, I believe we need to meet a camel. I really like how poofy his hump is. I think it looks very fashionable. Let's learn sign language for camel. It's letter C, and then it's like a hump. It goes up and down. That's camel in American Sign Language. Sign to me, camel. A camel. One more, camel. Good. Camel pose, Ustrasana, is a mighty back bend. It takes kind of a lot of work, but I know you can do it. Let's put our knees on the floor for Ustrasana, camel pose. Go up on your toes. Put your hands on your hips. Make your tum-tum big and look up. And you are in camel pose, Ustrasana. You say that Sanskrit word, Ustrasana. Now say it like you're a little bit confused. Ustrasana. Beautiful. Camels, put your booty on your feet and stretch your bodies. And we are ready to get right back into camel pose. Go up, up, up. Good. Stick out your tummy and look way up high. Camels, let's count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Sit down, stretch your body. Sorry, what? Sorry, excuse me? Oh, he's wondering if you have any good snacks. Here, I have some. If you have any snacks to hand the camel, you can hand them to him. Thank you, says the camel, Ustrasana. I've got one more pal for you before we skedaddle, and it's for this part of class. I'm coming right back. And it's one of my very most favorites. It's a seal. I taught yoga in South Africa a couple of years, and I met some seals there, and it was so amazing. They're really cute, and I really like ours here in Chicago at the Lincoln Park Zoo, at our zoo. Everybody put your legs far in front of you. Seals are quite long, and they pick up one of their fins and they wave. So I'm kind of bent to the side, I'm stretching my body, and I'm waving my fin. Stretch the other way, wave your fin. And my zoo critters wave this fin one more time. And we wave this fin goodbye because we have in fact reached the 15-minute mark, which means it's time to pause this video. When you come back, we will read today's story, Zoo Zen. See you soon. Oh, hello. You're back. How wonderful. So we are, of course, still at the zoo. So far we've met a friendly seal who waved hello to us with his fin. We've met a camel who demanded snacks from us. I'm glad some of us had some to share. We met a fashionable chinchilla who ran in a wheel and took a bath in a dust bowl. How shocking. And we met a capybara, the world's largest rodent. It's also a little windy here at the zoo. Let's make a gust of wind, please. It's more windy now. I need a bigger gust of wind. Oh, that was better. All right, now it is time for our story. You can sit in any way that is comfortable for you as long as you can still see Miss Mack and as long as you can still focus on the story. Today's story is Zoo Zen, written by Kristen Fisher and illustrated by Susie Schaefer. Lila is ready to try something new. Can she learn yoga from friends at the zoo? So my kids tell me no to that question a lot, but what is your opinion? Can you learn yoga at the zoo? And I think it's a resounding yes. I say yes. You might have said no, and that's okay. Let's see if it works for Lila. She rolls out her mat, puts on yoga pants to pose like the creatures and mimic each stance. One balancing bear grabs onto his feet. Lila grabs also and lifts from her seat. He looks very happy in that pose. Look at his big smile. There they are together. In the cobra pit, two snakes glide around. Lila slithers and wiggles all over the ground. I almost forgot to teach you sign language for bear, and it's very fierce, and I bet you will like it. So you've got your claws, right? You crisscross them, and you kind of scritch. And that is bear in American Sign Language. Lila has also now met a snake. Let's learn snake in American Sign Language. So we have the snake's tongue like it's forked, and you start it at your mouth, and then go down, 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 and away. Like the snake's long tongue. Snake. And bear. In American Sign Language. How marvelous. Three eagles gaze on. Lila glances up high. Twisted, yet steady, she's ready to fly. Eagle pose is pretty tricky. Check it out. I can't wait to try it later. Oh my goodness. So this page says that Lila is ready. Cross your fingers. This means R in sign language. If you do them at the same time and move them, that means ready. You try. Are you ready for the next page? Miss Mack is ready. Wonderful. Lion stalk and they prowl. In this pride there are four. Hands pressed to her knees, Lila bellows a roar. I really like how nervous this poor lion is. He clearly has a lot of feelings. Five camels with humps want her to bend back. She grips onto her heels. Now she's got the knack. Do you know what knack means? Not nap, not snack, knack. It's like being good at something. If you have a knack for something, then you're good at it. You could have a knack for anything. You could have a knack for skipping, a knack for playing soccer, whatever. So that page meant that it felt good to her. She was good at doing camel pose. She had a knack for it. Oh, and of course you already know the sign for camel. Can anyone show me? Do you remember? If you want letter C over a hump, you were right. Camel in sign language. Like 6 crocodiles perched up on their claws, Lila is on her tummy and makes time to pause. Look, one of them made friends with a butterfly. Well, that's adorable. I think that you will like the sign for crocodile. Alligator and crocodile are the same word in American Sign Language. You stretch out your jaws and you snap them. Crocodile in sign language. Yikes. Hope I didn't get chomped by any of you. That would be shocking. 7 dolphins arrive and swim close to her mat. Raising her tush, Lila's forearms stay flat. Wow. Why does it say forearms? Do you know? Do you know? Lila very clearly does not have forearms. Why does it say that? So these are our forearms. Everybody drum them. This part of your arm, between your wrist and your elbow, is called your forearm. And then this one too, your forearm. And I'm not even being silly. I'm not making that up or being goofy. That's what they are really called. So we are going to need our forearms later, and they just have a weird name. I personally have 2 arms, not 4. However, this is in fact my forearm. Ridiculous. Also, I love how colorful the dolphins are, and I just want to make sure that you don't miss them because they're beautiful. Eight gorillas screech. Lila folds in half, clasps hands under feet, and lets out a laugh. I think I would be pretty nervous doing yoga around gorillas. They are extremely strong. Nine scaly lizards climb onto a stone. Lila's leg is a tail. She's only just grown. They look a little naughty to me. They look like maybe they're up to something. I wonder what. 10 frogs by a pond, some hip and some hop. Lila stretches out wide, her arms are the prop. They're so colorful, I love them. Try frog in sign language. It has to be underneath your chin, and then the frog legs jump or flick. This is frog in American Sign Language. Frog. Remember to breathe. Use only your nose. Inhale and exhale. Stay calm in each pose. Always be present right here and right now. Show that you are thankful and conclude with a bow. Look at those relaxed hippos hanging out with a frog. Oh my goodness. The end. So the whole book and today's whole class is about animals. Try that in sign language. So my hands are on my chest and my elbows are bent. Animals. Kind of like wings. Animals. Wonderful. Before our next break, I think we should just sit around and not have any fun and just wait for the break, right? No? Oh, you want to try the poses from the book? That's a better idea. You're right. We'll do that. Okay. We'll try the poses from the book. So, who did Lila meet first? She met this truly ridiculous bear. Their pose is pretty goofy. Do sign language for bear. Sit on your booty in your safe self space where you don't have anything you're gonna crash into. Make your legs go far apart. This is wide angle pose. Bears, grab only one paw. Only one, yes? Not two, not 45, only one. And pick up one paw. Oh, it's early in the morning. I'm an old lady. Feels pretty tricky for me already. And put your bear paw down. Now we gotta get this one. Come here, bear paw. And pick it up. I think this side is even trickier for me. Oh my goodness. And down. I personally am a polar bear because I love the snow. Think in your brain what kind of bear you are. Can even be a made-up bear. I bet we are all very different kinds of bears, and I think that's pretty great. Okay, now that we've decided in our brains what kind of bear we are ready to try the whole pose. I bend my knees a little bit. I safely grab onto my feet. I safely lift them off the floor. And maybe I straighten my knees and I'm in bear pose. Oh my goodness. Can you sit up tall for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rock forward bears. We gotta do that one more time. Ready? Try one more time. Bend to the knees, grab of the paws, lift your paws. Oh, it was trickier for me that time. Straighten your bare knees and back to the ground. Very beautiful. After meeting the bears, who did Lila meet next? At the zoo, Lila met snakes. People usually have very strong opinions about snakes. I personally do not like them. If you are not a fan of snakes, you can give a thumbs down. A lot of people really like snakes very much. If you like snakes, you can give a thumbs up. They're both correct answers. It's just an opinion. Let's be snakes. Do the sign language, please. Snake. And say the Sanskrit, Bhujangasana. Good, say it again. Bhujangasana. Snake pose. For this one, we lay in our tummy-tum-tum. We park our hands underneath our shoulders and cobras lift up and hiss. And good night, cobras. Go to bed. Good night, cobras. Wake up. One more. Good. Take a nap. Good night, cobras. Oh, I hear our alarm clock. Everybody wake up. Good. And sit in a way that your body likes so that you can think in your own brain what your snake looked like. I was a purple snake with green polka dots and stripes. I had both and I was very long. Think in your own brain what your snake looked like. And the wind has come back to the zoo. Make some wind with me. It's very soft and gentle this time. It's just a breeze. It's just a little. And now it's a gust, which is like big wind. We have reached another 15-minute mark, which means that it is time to pause this video. When you come back, we will finish moving our way through Zoo Zen, and then I have a zoo chant just for you. See you soon. Oh, hello. So glad you're back. You'll recall that we have been at the zoo recently, meeting some bears, some snakes, going on an adventure with a wonderful book character named Lila. The first character she met in her book was a what? You tell me. Remember? If you said bear, you were correct. These bears have just woken up for a nap. Do a big bear yawn with me, please. And they might feel a little bit grumpy. So do a bear growl with me this time. Breathe in big through your nose. Breathe out a growl. Lovely. Okay, I think we are ready to find out who Lila met next in the story. And it's a pretty hard pose. I didn't used to teach this to kindergarten and first graders, but I think you can do it. This is eagle pose, Garudasana. Please say Garudasana. Now say it like you're not sure. Garudasana. Super. All of my eagles stand up tall. First, we need to flap our wings. Flapping our wings is fun, but it's also really good for our shoulders. It helps them warm up and be ready to move in new and different ways. I'm an eagle, and I'm flying to Turkey, which, if you didn't know, is in a real country, and I'm not even being ridiculous. I'm flying to Turkey, man. Here we go. You can fly wherever you want. And I'm a very snuggly eagle, so I give myself a nice friendly hug. And I'm not going to hug myself tight because I have a microphone on. I'm sure you've noticed this before, but you're probably not wearing a microphone, right? So you can give yourself a tight hug. So this is Ardha Garudasana, or half eagle. And now we want Garudasana, full eagle. So I smush my elbows together and I give myself a high five. Oh my goodness, look at this, y'all. I am tangled all the way up like a bowl of spaghetti. Oh my, oh my. If you do not like how it feels for your palms, the squishy parts of your hands to touch, it's okay to go like this too. That is no problem. If it feels okay for your body, for your palms to touch, you can do that. But we're not even done yet. Bend your knees. Bend your knees so much. I think you can bend them more. Pick one foot up. And we're still not done. We gotta tangle that leg up. Oh my goodness. And now we are in Garudasana, eagle pose. Oh, very challenging. We are using our whole body to balance and stay steady. Take one more breath, my pals. Put your foot down, untangle, and you can fly around your self-space. Don't go anywhere new. I think we're ready for our second side. So now I need to put my other elbow on top when I give myself a hug. Give yourself a friendly squeeze. Say half eagle in Sanskrit. Ready? You try. Ardha Garudasana. Try it slower. Ardha Garudasana. Beautiful. And we are ready to smush our elbows together, and if it feels okay for us, we connect our palms. If it doesn't feel okay, we make a V shape instead. Well, kind of a V. Bend to the knees. Bend them more. Are you ready? Are you ready to be tangled up like a bowl of spaghetti? You can do it. Pick it up and, ooh, tangle. Oh my, oh my. Garudasana, eagle pose. Wow. And put your foot down. Fly all over your self-space. I got tangled in my microphone. How shocking. Oh, I'm coming for a landing so that I can show you who is next We've been eagles. Now let's be lions. ASL, American Sign Language for lion, is pretty fierce. It's this. I think probably because their hair is so big and puffy. Lion in American Sign Language. So let's start in Virasana. So it's kind of like what we were doing for Paul Capybara earlier, right? But this time, the lion is in wait. We are about to pounce. I see a veggie burger in front of me, and I want it for myself. I want it for my lunch. So I'm gonna pounce on that veggie burger and gobble it up. What are you gonna pounce on? Is there a lollipop in front of you? Oh my goodness, maybe a milkshake? Oh wow. And I trust you that you are not gonna scream, right? When we roar, you're gonna roar at a reasonable volume. I believe it, I do. Okay, on the count of 3, we're gonna pounce and roar. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, I think we need to do it again. And I'm shrinking so the veggie burger doesn't run away from me. I wanna catch it. 1, 2, 3. One more time, lion pose. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. How gorgeous. Please show me a lion in ASL one more time. Lion. Very fierce. Oh, you already know camel pose. Perfect. I put my knees on the floor. And then I sit up tall. So instead of my booty and my feet being connected, I'm perched. I put my hands on my hips, put my tum-tum forward and my eyeballs up, and I am in camel pose, Ustrasana. Let us count to 5, my pals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. After the camels, who did Lila meet? Do you think that you would like to pet a camel if given the opportunity? Thumbs up if yes, I would pet a camel. Thumbs down if no, I would say no thank you. I think so. They don't look very soft, but you know, it might be fun. Time to be a crocodile. Do you remember sign language for crocodile? Pretty fun. All right, put your legs long in front of you. Reach your jaws, and we swim, and we chomp all the way through the zoo, all the way to our toes, and catch something. Catch it. I caught some fish. Let's do it again. Sit up tall. Chomp, 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 chomp. Catch something. Bring it back. One more. And catch it. Oh, y'all are very sneaky. Hold on to your feet and say the Sanskrit word Paschimottanasana. Good. Say it that slowly again. Paschimottanasana. Very beautiful. When we sit, we fold forward, touch our toes. That's Paschimottanasana. We're just pretending it's crocodile for now. Let's count to 5 in crocodile pose. If you don't like how it feels to touch your toes, it's okay to touch your knees instead. No problem. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. How wonderful, crocodiles. What should we next? Butterflies? House cats? Who knows? Let's see. Okay, there's only a few left. And this one, I know I said another one was the trickiest, but maybe this one is the trickiest. We'll see. So I want you to notice, look with your eyes, how her elbows are not in the air. Her elbows are on the floor, right? Your elbows are going to be on the floor too. Let's tell them that. Elbow, stay on the floor. This one too. Elbow, you're going to stay on the floor. And that is it. That is all. They said okay. They heard me. So park your elbows on the floor. Park your knees on the floor. and then lift up. So I'm upside down in dolphin pose, and I have my forearms on the floor. Yes, lovely. Very beautiful. I'm going to take a little scoot back so you can see me a little bit better. There we go, that's better. And dolphins find each other, and they find objects through something called echolocation, which involves clicking. So let's echolocate. Humans can't really do it, it's for pretend, but it's through clicking, so let's click together, dolphins. And put your knees down. Oh, why I found you. What an excellent find through echolocation. Okay, our last three animals. Gorillas. Let's be a gorilla. Everybody stand up tall. And we fold forward. I'm turning sideways so that you can see my body better. You do not have to turn sideways. And I'm going to give you two choices. You could put your hands on your knees if you like how that feels, or you could step on your hands if you like how that feels. I tried both, and I think I want my hands on my knees today, but I like them both. This is just the one I'm choosing. This is called Ardha Uttanasana. You say it, Ardha Uttanasana. And now say it like you're feeling grumpy. Ardha Uttanasana. Oh, wonderful. And stand up tall so that we can be our last two critters. How about a lizard, eh? Ardha Anjane Asana. Put your knees on the floor. Put one foot forward. Wave hello with your cute, cute little lizard hands. I'm a gecko, so my hands are very cute. Geckos have the cutest hands in the world. Put your lizard hands on the floor. And I feel squished. I don't like how close my leg is to me, so I'm going to move it over. You can do that if you want to. You don't have to. Let's think about colors again. The lizards in that book were so beautiful and so colorful. And I know it was a purple snake, but I want to be a purple lizard too. Think in your brain what your lizard looks like. And let's switch around. Everything comes back together. I put my leg out. I wave hello with my lizard hands. Hello, I'm a gecko. These are my cute hands. And do you see how I'm all tight together? This is correct. And then this is also correct. And I say that this is what works through me. Good. So just for pretend, I think my lizard likes to eat gumballs. Think in your brain what your lizard likes to eat. It can be something totally made up that isn't really safe for lizards. Very fun. Our last animal. Oh, and we're down to our last minute too. Oh my. Our last animal is a frog. Miss Mack loves frogs because there's so many different kinds and they're so cute and a little funky. Do you know that for real, there is a frog called a tutti frutti frog? I think that's hilarious. They're bright pink and they're bright green and they're like this big and they're called tutti frutti frogs. So let's be frogs together for the end of our class. What do you think frog pose would be? Oh, we have a special guest who would like to show us. Frog pose, you might have already guessed, is squatting. Malasana, you're exactly right. Oh, he says you're doing an excellent job. He's very impressed. He's gonna sit here and watch. And you are gonna keep your feet on the floor. That's what you're gonna do, I believe it. And we are gonna bounce. We're gonna wave hello. Maybe wave goodbye to the other frogs. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Did you leave your feet on the floor? I bet you did. I bet you did. I think we probably need to have a frog jumping party. We're gonna jump 5 times way off of our lily pad like frogs. Here we go. How high can you jump, my pals? A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Lovely. I'm sorry, excuse me? Oh, he just wanted to tell you he was so impressed. And so am I. Thank you for yogaing with me today. So that we end calmly, we need to make one gust of wind. Breathe in with me. Breathe out. I had lots of fun at the zoo. I hope you did too, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.